bookworms, can we maybe not purchase books before the release date? I'm taking a break from my regularly scheduled program to give you all a PSA on the importance of waiting until release day to purchase books in store. So for a bit of context to what prompted this, there is a highly anticipated book release coming out next week, and my feed has been flooded of people buying early copies of this book that they see in stores, and it's making me mad. So for those of you who are just unaware of this, there's something in the book industry called first week sales, which are incredibly important to the success of a book, and just as it sounds, it's sales made in the first week of a book's publication. First week sales really help with things like making best-selling lists, like the New York Times best-selling list. But if you purchase a book in store before that release date, it doesn't count towards those first week sales, which can overall harm the book's success. Now, this does not apply to pre-orders. Every single pre-order of a book always counts towards a first week sales, no matter if the book is delivered early, if it's shipped early. Every single pre-order counts towards a book's first week sale, which is why authors always stress the importance of pre-ordering. Obviously, mistakes can happen. You can buy a book in store not knowing that it's not supposed to be out that early. Most of the creators that I've seen with early copies of this book are fully aware that the book has been shelved early. And of course, a lot of them are probably also unaware of how harmful it can be to a book's success if they purchase a copy early. So I'm just kind of rather passive-aggressively reminding and informing you to please don't do this. Even if it's one of like your most anticipated releases of the year and you want nothing more than to just have a copy of the book in your hand and just read it right away, if you really want to support the author, please don't purchase books until the release day. Just because a book is shelved at a store doesn't mean that it's been released yet, because what a lot of stores will do is, like, if the book doesn't have like a hard shelving date and they like want to clear up room in the back, is they'll just shelve it early, which is another thing that drives me absolutely nuts, but that's just like a little bit more out of our control. But we can control this. Some good ways to check a book's release date is just, like, first of all, Google online. Like, probably one of the top things that will come up is the book's release date. And most often on the bookstore's website, or at least like in the cases of like big departmental bookstores like Barnes & Noble, Waterstones, Indigo, will usually have the book's release date listed on the book's page. Also, sometimes different editions of a book will have like different release dates. Like sometimes the UK edition of a book is published a few weeks later than the US edition of a book. So if you see a book that has been shelved early, just be patient and wait until the actual release date. It's not that hard. And also, if you do end up purchasing an early copy of this book, then keep your mouth shut about it. Spoilers are just the worst. Sometimes I feel like I'm just screaming into the void with these, but hopefully it finds the right people.